BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
Cam Hadley to Finn LaMarche. Now O'Toole skating in, fires and scores! O'Toole!
And they can't get it to go. Dak clears the defensive rebound finally. Elsmore dishes. O'Rourke there for the put-in.
Danny Fink, and he dribbles to the bucket. So got up and good. Passway waiting. Now puts it on Casson. Rebound scores. Ruby caught. Potential 2-on-1. Here's O'Toole with Vitro. O'Toole fires a shot and scores! Messiah dribbling. Cut. Has the ball stolen away. O'Connell's just going to burn the clock. Bedford win.
And welcome to Bedford High School here in Bedford, New Hampshire, where we will bring you tonight's Division I basketball action as the boys basketball team takes on the Alvirne Broncos. The boys coming in with a record of 11-2. They find themselves second in Division I basketball this season so far, whereas the Alvirne Broncos come in with a record of 8-4. My name is Corey Munster-Tiger here with the BCTV crew and WBNH. I'm joined courtside here by Bill Carter, as well as Grace Wolf, who will be bringing us some insights from her perspective. Bill, what are your thoughts on what we're going to see here this evening?
Well, I think we have a team that has lost the last two games. They need to start proving that they can win games, because we're getting towards the end of the season and getting to be playoffs. And if they're not ready, this could be a tough game, but I think they're going to bounce back tonight.
As you mentioned, the boys basketball team lost their two previous games. First, they lost to Goffstown last Friday night. We brought you that action. Final score there was 63-71. Goffstown stayed in that 2-3 zone, and the Bulldogs had trouble shooting them out of it. Then they went to Nashua South on Tuesday evening and lost the Nail-Biter. 68-65 was the final there, losing by 3. Grace, as you're coming into this, having lost 2 in a row, Coach Moreno's got to be talking to them. What is he emphasizing at this point?
Yeah, Coach Moreno's definitely going to be emphasizing their defense today. Yeah, definitely, and hitting their shots and just pushing the ball. Yeah.
Capitalizing on those open outside shots, as the 2-3 will give up some of those opportunities. We are getting ready for some basketball. We do have the coach's interview. Coach Moreno was nice enough to join us for an interview. We'll send it to him and then join you on the other side for basketball action here.
We're speaking with Coach Frank Moreno of the Bedford boys basketball team. A bit of a hiccup in your schedule. 2 losses back-to-back, a close one against Nashua South, and last week a very hard-fought one on your home court against Goffstown. Coach, it's been quite a while since you've lost one game, much less 2. What kind of went south on those games for you? Was it the opponent kind of bringing you their A game and catching you a little flat-footed?
Well, they definitely brought their A game for sure. I don't know if they caught us flat-footed. I think, on the surface, you think, oh, we didn't shoot the ball very well. Our shooting percentage was lower, but, our points were still where we typically would want them to be on the offensive side. But I think our defense let us down a bit, and, we lost sight of that. We kind of lost our identity for a couple games. That's been the focus for practice the past few days, is to just get that identity back on the defensive end. The offense will take care of itself.
You know, the Goffstown game in particular, it looked like your free throw shooting kind of left some of your players lost their touch a little bit, maybe on 3-pointers too. So that
Yeah,
probably
our
played a
outside
role.
shooting. Yeah, we definitely struggled outside shooting the past 2 games for sure. But like I said, if we're really solid on the defensive end of the floor, we can usually hang with anyone.
Well, now you're 2 games behind in Division One boys. I believe it's only one bye, right? And right now Portsmouth is kind of in the catbird seat there. They're undefeated. So with the bye kind of out of the reach, what's the plan now? What's the goal going forward? You've got 5 games to go, including the Alvirne game tonight. What's the plan going forward to get ready for the tournament?
Yeah, the plan is the same as it's always been. Is we just got to get better every game, right? Every day we got to figure out where we're doing well, where we need to improve, and to stay focused. Try not to look ahead to the playoffs and just look at Alvirne. We got a really tough game ahead of us tonight.
Coach, good luck tonight, and we'll be looking forward to watching you tonight play and the boys.
Great, thanks, Harry. Appreciate it.
We realize that we're likely competing with the Winter Olympics opening ceremonies this evening. We appreciate you joining us tonight on BCTV's channels 8 and HD 1072, as well as 105.1 WBNH. We also welcome in the Hudson Community Television channels 8 and HD 1073. Bill,
We know we have many choices tonight, but we thank you for joining us tonight
we
on
sure do.
BCTV.
We sure do. We do also want to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. That's Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. We are underway here as the Broncos control the tap. They will bring it over half court with Luke Norse running the show, defended by Logan O'Connell out top. They drop it into Garrett Hall. Driving to the hoop and getting blocked from behind. Ryan O'Rourke blocks Kanger on the drive to the hoop righty. Quickly into the front court, dropping it down for O'Rourke. Nice little assist from O'Connell to O'Rourke. And the Bulldogs quickly out to a 2-point lead, and they're bringing some pressure early. Full court press.
As I said, Corey, their defense leads to their offense.
Trying to get some frantic situations. Almost the steal there by O'Connell. High off the glass and a miss. O'Rourke tries to scramble. He does come down with it on the defensive board. Quickly to Luke O'Connell. Lefty push pass far side to Logan O'Connell. And the Broncos are coming out in that 2-3 zone defense that we've seen a couple times. But O'Rourke dices him up quickly. He's got 4 quick points.
We're seeing the star of the Queen City tournament right there. 4 quick points. Oh.
Quick foul here, early going. That'll be on Landon Elsmore, his first foul. As we see the replay here. Drive there, just can't move his feet quickly enough, doesn't get to the spot, and he'll get called for the block. Broncos spin it around from the inbound under the basket.
Oh, should have been a push off there, boy.
Up top, they spin it back near side. Luke Norse from the left side elbow. Out on the wing, now back near side to Durham. They spin it around the top. Bounce pass, gets a little wayward there, out of reach for Hall. O'Connell gets blocked right there for the rebound and putback is Elsmore. 6-0 start here for the Bulldogs. 6.5 remaining in the first quarter. They've put some pressure on, they've caused some turnovers, and they've gotten out to that lead that they wanted. 3-pointer on the way, too strong. Luke Norse, no good. Ball bounces away, tapped out of bounds
Bedford
by
ball.
Betancourt as he chased down the loose ball. So the Bulldogs will get possession. First settled situation that we're going to see here from Elsmore up top. Hands it off to Shakir. Again, a 2-3 zone from the Broncos. See how Coach Moreno has adjusted to this. The Goffstown Grizzlies were in that 2-3 most of the game. They look for Shakir backside. Nice lefty finish off the glass. 8-0 your score.
5:47 to go here in the first.
They kick all the way to the corner. Now they find Hall up top, fakes the 3-pointer, drives lefty, tries to finish righty on the left side. He gets fouled going to the hoop. He'll head to the line as
It'll be
Luke O'Connell will pick up his first. 2 team fouls here in the first quarter, and Garrett Hall, like we said, will go to the line for 2. Bill, as you mentioned, up-tempo here, bring in the intensity.
Definitely. That's how this team plays. They got to play with intensity, do the defense, get this lead so that they can play the game down the road. So this is a good start for the Bedford Bulldogs here.
Hall too strong on the front end. Second is good. And he breaks the ice for the Broncos. Luke O'Connell up quick on that left wing. O'Rourke cross-court pass to Logan O'Connell. The Broncos trying to defend, and Luke O'Connell takes it straight to the can. He's got his first basket of the game. 10-1 is your score with just over 5 minutes left in this first quarter.
The one thing you're not seeing right now is shooting that three-pointer. I think that's what gets them into a hole right now if they try to start shooting from the outside.
Well, that's going to open up as they drive to the hoop. They start drawing double teams, and they're going to look for those open shooters around the edge.
There's the defense again right there.
Ellsmore comes away with the steal. O'Connell takes it hard, but he gets blocked inside by Kangar. Loose ball, near side. They'll call it Alvirne ball, as scrambling for that loose ball near side right in front of us was Luke O'Connell. Yep. They say it was him that last touched it.
He's trying to see that the official was the last to touch it outside. The official is part of the floor. Doesn't really matter where the official stands. He is part of the floor.
He sure is. Norris brings it over the timeline. They find Kangar backside. He cuts and finishes. Nice little sneak along that baseline. Luke O'Connell tried to come across and get the block late, but Kangar was quick to the glass with it. 10-3 is your score with 4.5 to go in the first. Ellsmore down low. Luke O'Connell will pull from three, just off. A little short. Defensive rebound comes away for the Broncos. Here's Hall. Into the lane, finds Kangar for three. Left wing, too strong. O'Rourke with the defensive board. And Luke O'Connell will bring it over the timeline. Drives lefty, he gets swatted but fouled. Kangar got the ball up top, but he got the body. So Luke O'Connell will go to the line for two. Takes it coast to coast. You see him drive hard, lefty. 2 dribbles, takes it hard. Ulysses Kangar gets it up top, but also gets a lot of body and draws the foul.
There we go.
O'Connell hits the first. See a substitution here as Tyler Pickett will come in for the shooter, Luke O'Connell.
First points there for Luke tonight. Let's see.
Second on the way, too strong. So he splits a deuce. Halfway through this first quarter, 11-3 is your score. The Bulldogs up 8. Norris pauses, now gives to Hall. Top three-pointer on the way, too strong and right. And the offensive board to Betancourt.
Smallest guy on the court gets the rebound.
Great defensive play there by O'Rourke. Came over, tried to intercept it. Couldn't quite come away with it. Now they get it into Garrett Hall. Finds the shooter in the corner. He'll drive baseline. Back up top for Norris for three. Too strong. O'Connell comes away with a good defensive board. Quickly to Ellsmore. Ellsmore, hesitation dribble. Now his shovel pass back. Ali Shakir, three on the way. It's good. He's got 5, and we've got a timeout. Coach Bonnie Lyles finds himself in an 11-point deficit with 3:19 left here in the first quarter.
Very good there. You see defense, defense, defense. And if you're playing defense, the offense cannot get themselves straightened out, and that's why we're a 14-3 game.
You know, it leads to those fast break opportunities too. The unsettled situations, you get odd man. Even if you go back into your half-court offense, you still approached an unsettled defense who are just getting back into their position. So defensive rebounding, turnovers, it all starts on that back end of the court.
Make your opponents feel uncomfortable, and that's going to get them out of their game. And as you see, 11-point lead here for Bedford.
14-3, 3:19 left here in the first. The Broncos coming out of the timeout. We'll see what Coach Bonnie Lyles has adjusted.
And Bedford goes to a full court press here. Look at that. There we go.
As they have been most of the game on made baskets, trying to put the press on. Looked like a kick ball there. Kind of strange, no call. And now
here we go. Dunk time.
O'Rourke throws it down. Comes away with a steal, throws it down two-handed. He's got 6. And the Bedford student section is on their feet. Garrett Hall deep in the left corner. finds cross-court pass for Norris. His three-pointer is short. O'Rourke comes away with it. Full court pass. Logan O'Connell spin move around.
Oh, very nice.
Finishes beautifully with the right. Great footwork there for Logan O'Connell.
4-point lead. 4 points there for Elsmore, or O'Connell, I should say. 2:31, up to 15-point lead.
Garrett Hall gets one on the backside. Nice pass over the top. 18-5 is your score. 13-point lead for the Bulldogs. Shakir finds Elsmore in the corner. He'll pull from three short. O'Rourke comes away with the offensive board. O'Connell finds the cutter on the baseline. Who is O'Rourke? He's got 8. Little reverse lay-in with the right. Comes all the way across the key and finishes nicely.
I see Tyler Pickett in the game here, number 11.
Oh, takes one off the face. Now Logan O'Connell's out on the break. Gets his room, finishes one-handed. He's got 6 now.
Off to the races here.
And that's it. That's all transition. 22-5 your score as the last minute and a half of the first quarter wanes. Ali Shakir with a takeaway.
Wow.
Ryan O'Rourke into double digits with 10 here in the first quarter.
Full timeout here.
And the Broncos will burn a timeout, try to settle things down. They are reeling as they are down 19 with 1:33 left in this first quarter.
Wow, this is what you want to see from the Bedford boys, is get out there, defense, score some points, and then build themselves into the second half of this game. And the coach is not happy over there.
He is not. You saw the replay there. O'Rourke stepping into the passing lane, tipping it out to himself, throwing it down. A couple of steals, a couple of careless plays by the Broncos, but honestly, it's just intense defense from the Bulldogs as well, putting the pressure on, forcing those turnovers, and jumping out to this 19-point lead. Coach Moreno has to be pleased. He likes the lighthearted nature. Of course, the Bulldogs, they need to keep shooting those three-pointers when the opportunities present themselves. We're going to have a substitution here as we have some blood on a jersey or somewhere. Looks like Tyler Pickett caught that ball off the nose. His nose is bleeding.
He did. He take a full shot there.
The Broncos.
There we go.
Get an offensive foul. It's Ulysses Kanger right down the lane.
Offensive, gets his second foul of the game.
Player control there, and Coach Bonnie Lyles has a starter with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. He's going to make a quick substitution as Amri Ofori will come in for Kanger.
Nothing better to show your teammates that you want to play defense and take an offensive. That is something that is a lost art in the high school game.
Great job by the Bedford D. Will Solik-Kopko is checked in for the Bulldogs. Elsmore lays it down low for him. He gets blocked on the way to the rim on the reverse by Hall, but he's right there for the offensive rebound and putback. 26-5. The Bulldogs up 21. Hall takes his 2 steps, he slips and falls.
2 steps and a slide.
Three-pointer on the way as the ball was batted around and Betancourt buries it. They needed that one.
For his first points of the game.
Elsmore, little hesitation, step away. Now he gets his own rebound, passes in the middle. Shakir, he's got 7 first quarter points. O'Connell trying to get that hand in the cookie jar. Hall, lefty dribble. Makes some space, finds the shooter in the corner. It's Camden St. Clair, and it's good for 3.
His first points.
20 seconds remain here, and the Bulldogs want to hold for the last shot. Elsmore kicks to the corner. Shakir, Luke O'Connell back out to Shakir on the left wing. He'll bring it to the top of the key. He'll shoot from the top of the key, too strong. 5 seconds to go as the Broncos try to get out and get a last shot. They kick to St. Clair again. He gets it off and he buries it. The buzzer beater. He's got 6 and leads the Broncos in scoring. Brings it back to a 14-point game, but the Bulldogs explode here in the first quarter for 28. They lead by 14. Bill, thoughts from that first quarter?
That's the way the team's supposed to play. Defense leads to offense, and that's first quarter was shown 28 points. That's the way they need to be.
High school senior Grace Wolf is joining us here as well. Grace, thoughts from that first quarter?
Yeah, the Dogs came out very aggressive offensively and defensively, putting on that full court press after a made basket. Really got the Dogs up here. They forced a lot of turnovers from Alvirne, but those threes that Alvirne hit at the end, we should probably try to limit those in the next quarter.
They did bury a couple of outside shots, saving Grace, though. I mean, that's a 9 quick points that actually makes it somewhat respectable after one. We do want to thank our underwriters for supporting our live coverage. Again, that's Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, providing support for our live sports coverage. Thank you again as we are underway here in the second quarter. O'Rourke has it in the high post. Back to Shakir. He dishes down that left wing side to Elsmore. Elsmore dribbles back to the top of the key. Bounce pass to the corner. Luke O'Connell, 3 on the way, and good. Luke O'Connell now has 4. 31-14. Garrett Hall, strong move. Little crossover dribble. Gets to his strong left hand. Off the glass, he has 5. Shakir, high post. He's going to get called for a travel. Stutter step right there at the foul line. And he'll get called for a travel. We hear a little bit of life from the Alvirne High School student section. They've traveled nicely in numbers. Not much to cheer about so far as their team trails by 15. Here's Betancourt up top. Durham back to Betancourt and around the horn to St. Clair. The Bulldogs playing their zone defense. Hall in the middle. Tries to get himself some room. He takes it hard to the hoop and he'll get fouled. Looks like Solid Kopko will draw the foul there. It sure is. It's his first. And Hall will go to the line for 2. He's got 5 points. Split his first 2 free throws on the way here. Bounces around and out as he misses the first. Lines up for his second, takes a dribble, bends the knees. It's on the way and no good for the second either, so he misses 2. Shakir with the rebound. He'll pull it away and find Luke O'Connell. Lefty bounce pass down along the baseline to O'Rourke. That did hit an Alvirne player, but it does get called for the Broncos. So a turnover there by the Bulldogs. 6:40 and counting here in the first half. The Bulldogs hold a 15-point lead, 31-16. Here's Durham, near side wing. Back around the horn, Betancourt to St. Clair. Now Shakir comes away with a steal. Logan O'Connell will take it strong to the hoop. Draw some contact, but no call. Now they get another steal as Shakir gets a hand in. O'Rourke, bounce pass, back to O'Connell. This time he'll go to the line. As we'll get a foul on the way to the hoop. It gets called on Betancourt. First foul on the sophomore. O'Connell takes his dribbles, bends the knees. First shot is true. Going to see some substitutions from Coach Moreno. Looks like Pickett will come back in, as well as Frankie O'Donnell. The sophomore is going to see his first minutes of the game. Shakir will come out, and O'Connell, should he make the second of 2, will also take a seat. He does. 8 points now for Logan O'Connell as Frankie O'Donnell checks in for him.
33-16, 6:19 to go, second quarter.
Bulldogs ahead by, 17 here. Early going second quarter. They're in their 2-3 defense here. The Broncos inbound it. They'll spin it around the top side. They find Durham inside. He'll push past to Hall, far side. 3 is on the way and good. 8 points for Garrett Hall. The senior leading the way for the Broncos, as he has done all year, averaging nearly 16 points a game. Luke O'Connell back up top for Pickett. The Broncos really extending their defense. Ryan O'Rourke getting some space at the foul line. The Broncos wanted a call there, perhaps the chicken wing hook. Luke O'Connell tries a three, offensive rebound by O'Rourke, and he takes an extra step.
The fourth official thinks that was a chicken wing hook too.
that fourth official being Coach Sam Bonnie Lyles. O'Donnell probably got his arm a little bit extended, but no call. Either way, it ends up in a travel for Ryan O'Rourke. And the Bulldogs back into a man-to-man defense here. 5.5 to go in this first half. The Bulldogs ahead by 14, 33-19 is your score. Durham takes it hard, finds Hall, same spot. Different result as his three-pointer is strong. Solid Kopko comes away with the rebound.
Looks like all the offense is going through Hall this quarter.
Pickett now, lefty dribble, picks it up. Cross-court pass for Frankie O'Donnell. They find Luke O'Connell at the foul line. His shot from there is strong. Hall pulls away the rebound for the Broncos. Here's St. Clair, back up to Hall. They find the corner shooter, fakes the shot along the baseline. Now back up top, here's Ofori. His three-pointer is short. O'Donnell comes away with the defensive board. O'Rourke now, cross-court pass. Pickett avoids pressure. Solid Kopko, he gets double-teamed up high. Pickett will pull from three, too short. Defensive board by Norse. So trading misses here in this middle part of the second quarter. 33-19, still your score. Just about 4 minutes left here in this first half. Cross-court pass way too high from Garrett Hall. He sails it over the head of his teammate, and a turnover on the Broncos.
Some audience participation there.
Former coach Butts over there getting a souvenir. Elsmore over the timeline. O'Connell gets double teamed. They find O'Rourke on the baseline. His pass nearly too high for Pickett, but he does nice to extend the arms. Elsmore dribbles to the middle, to the foul line, drops it down for O'Rourke, but it's stolen by Garrett Hall. Hall up quick for Durham on the baseline. Far side, Betancourt for three. It's good. Second three of the night for Betancourt. He's got 6 points, an 11-point game, 33-22 with 3:20 to go here in the first half. O'Connell, O'Donnell, O'Rourke, a lot of O's. Pickett back down for Luke O'Connell. He's got 6. Little 5-foot floater. The lefty makes good from the right side baseline. Man, just about every Irishman is out there right now. We got O'Connell's, O'Donnell's, O'Rourke's. But it's working for Coach Moreno. No, just kidding. It's just Coach Moreno. Hall misses off the glass. O'Donnell pulls away the defensive board.
Missed that bunny there. That was a...
O'Rourke. Elsmore, baseline jumper, no good. Frankie O'Donnell, nice little tap back. He's got his first bucket of the game. Offensive board, puts it back up before he even touched the ground. Good body control. Nice little tap back for the sophomore.
Lead up, back up to 15 here.
Norris drops it down. Getting fouled on the way to the hoop is Durham. He'll go to the line for 2.
Let's see who that's on. 4.
They'll call it on Frankie O'Donnell, his first. And Durham, as mentioned, will have 2. 37-22 your score. The Bulldogs ahead by 15 with 2:18 left in this first half. We'll see another substitution here as Norris will take a seat. Ofori will come in. Brutal shot there as he puts it off the glass. It still counts as a point in the book, though.
It sure does.
So, Bill, I don't know how many times you shot free throws and banked them off the glass, but it's not a common occurrence. The second is too strong for Durham. O'Connell pulls up, baseline, short, gets his own rebound, adjusts in the air, misses the putback, and now he's going to pull up a foul on Hall.
That'll be number 3 here in the second quarter.
Just the
22.
Oh, wow, they call O'Rourke on that.
Yeah,
I thought that would be on O'Connell chasing down his miss, but O'Rourke gets called for his first foul. The Broncos manage through full court pressure into the middle. Now popping far side, Betancourt, 3 on the way. That's his 3rd of this first half. He leads the Broncos in scoring with 9. 37-26, 11-point lead, and now Elsmore will turn it over for the Bulldogs.
that was a definite hold on that pass.
Hall loses his footing, turns it over. Now Shakir. Back to Shakir. Now down low for O'Rourke. He puts it on the floor, and he's going to get fouled.
Looks like that'll be on number 4, Ofori.
That is true, just his first.
Second foul of the quarter for Alvirne.
Shakir gets open for 3 and buries it. He's into double digits with 10 points. More pressure from this Bulldogs defense. Full court, 40-26 is the score. The run and jump comes as they try to double with O'Connell, and he comes away with a steal. Just over a minute to go. O'Connell pivots, gets to the hoop, gets whacked, no call. Hall.
Oh, almost got it. 3 on 1.
Gets it back, a nice little give and go, and Hall finishes. He has 10. Under a minute to go here in this first half. 40-28 is your score. Elsmore finds the cutter along the baseline. Guess who? Ryan O'Rourke. He's got 12. Again, nice little finish on the reverse lay-in, this time righty from the left side. And the Broncos solve the full court pressure, and we'll get into half court. Shoveling all the way across, and now finding Betancourt again. He's got 4 3-pointers here in this first half. He's been shooting lights out. Alex Betancourt, the sophomore, keeping the Broncos in it here. It's an 11-point lead. Shakir fires it around. Logan O'Connell for a 3, too short. Elsmore comes away with the rebound, puts it back up and in. He's got 4. Took some contact there on the putback. Quick one there as we tick down the last 5 seconds. Great hand in the passing lane by Shakir. 3.7 left in this first half. The Broncos will have an inbound, and they trail 13, 44-31. Norse gets it back, tries to drive baseline, gets it off, doesn't go. Durham was there for the offensive putback, but it was after the buzzer, and we'll end the first half. 44-31, the Bulldogs ahead by 13. Bill, thoughts from that frantic first half of action?
Well, I like that first quarter versus the second quarter. I think you got to keep your foot on the gas. You got to make sure you're playing that defense. Their game excels off the defense, and I think that's why you're giving up 3-pointers, because you're not playing that defense.
Grace Wolf joining us courtside. Grace, thoughts from that first half of action?
Yeah, Alvirne's zone defense is really making Bedford work and pass the ball around the perimeter, forcing them to take outside shots, which not a lot are going in right now. So I think Bedford needs to look to attack the gaps of the zone and try to get to the hoop, try to draw some fouls. And for Alvirne, they're hitting a ton of threes right now, so I think Bedford just needs to limit those and communicate more on defense. Yeah.
18 of the 31 points for the Broncos have come on 3-pointers. Betancourt hit 4 of his own. He's got 12. Camden St. Clair with another 2. He's got 6. We're going to take a break for halftime and join you on the other side for Division I basketball action here from Bedford High School on BCTV and WBNH.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
Welcome back to Bedford High School here in Bedford, New Hampshire, where we are bringing you tonight's Division I basketball action as the Bedford boys basketball team hosts the Alvirne Broncos. They lead 44-31 at halftime. Bill Carter joining me up here courtside. Thoughts from that first half?
Well, you did get a piece of paper there that will tell you why Bedford is up by they are. 9 steals to 2, rebounds 17 to 8. 11 turnovers for Alvirne. That's the defense of Bedford. And so it's leading to where you see 44-31.
The Bulldogs doing a great job on the defensive side, specifically only letting up 1 offensive board to the Broncos, keeping things tight on that defensive end.
And I think they're going to come out like they did in the first quarter and say, go ahead. You want to do something, we're just going to play the defense and really just put you in the hole going into the fourth quarter.
Appreciate radio director Harry Kozlowski keeping those stats for us throughout the first half. Grace Wolf, as we get ready to start the second half, what do you think? Any adjustments from Coach Moreno, or keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah, I think the Dogs need to come out super strong this quarter like they did in the first. Maybe putting the full court press back on could really help them out defensively.
We are underway in this third quarter. The Bulldogs double team it down low. They're going to come up with a jump ball early here, and the possession arrow favors them.
Another turnover. Another turnover there.
Yes, another turnover. Shakir will bring it over half court. Looks like the Broncos are now in a 3-2 zone. Finding a little soft spot there was Elsmore. He's short, but chasing down the rebound. Logan O'Connell, he had 8 points in the first half. He's got his first bucket of the second. 30 seconds in, 46-31. The lead is back to 15. Ulysses Kanger back in for this third quarter. The starter sat a lot of that first half with 2 fouls early on in the first quarter. Here's Norris. Back to Hall. Hall one-handed pass all the way to the corner. Here's Betancourt. Shoots no good. He needs to step back a couple. He's hit 4 3-pointers in that first half. Misses that one. Logan O'Connell. 3 on the way and good. 5 quick points for Logan O'Connell. He's got 13.
You know, he gets hot, he's going to hit him every single time.
And he is not shy to pull that trigger either. You like to see that when he is hot, absolutely. O'Rourke defending Kanger. Having trouble with that ball. He gets free into the middle, off the glass, gets it to go. 4 points now for Ulysses Kanger. Elsmore pulls up baseline, no good. Hall with the defensive board. Coach Bonnie Lyles calls out number 2. Let's see what number 2 is. They got 2 high posts. They get it to Hall. He bounces out to the right side of straightaway. Looks for the dribble handoff. Here's Norse. Shakir's going to get a foul called on him, roughing up Garrett Hall as he tried to establish position there on the left elbow.
That'll be his first foul, first team foul for Bedford here in the second half.
O'Rourke will take a seat as Sulik Kopko comes in for him. Durham with the inbound pass. Dribble handoff. Hall pulls up. He's at the elbow. Kanger for 3. Straight away. No good. High for the rebound is O'Connell. Looked awkward as you thought about heaving it down for Elsmore. Now Shakir from the foul line. He buries. He's got 12. Nice control. Nice cut to find the opening. A little soft spot in that zone. And turned squared to the hoop. And was able to hit the mid-range jumper. We're going to get a foul here, though, as Luke O'Connell picks up his second. 51-33 your score. The Bulldogs ahead 18 here. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Durham now for the Broncos. Here's Norse. Bounce pass, wayward. And that's kind of a careless turnover by the Broncos. That was not tipped on that far side. And the Bedford Bulldogs get an easy one there.
Another unforced turnover there. Number 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Into the backcourt for Elsmore. He'll bring it over. He's guarded by Betancourt. Finds Luke O'Connell in the corner.
Oh, wow. Banks it.
I think that went off the glass.
He banked that one.
That was an awkward one, but it doesn't matter. It still counts in the books. He's got 9.
It's a ball through the basket. That's all that counts.
Kanger, left wing. He draws Salak Kopko. Crossover dribble, gets into the lane. Nice little lay down, and Hall's going to throw one down.
His first bucket of the second half.
1 step to gather, 2 feet to jump, and he throws it down. He's got 12. A nice little cut there by Luke O'Connell. He's into double digits. Finishes along the baseline. Kanger, crossover, gets to his left, gets it to go, and he's going to draw the foul. Good strong move to the hoop by Ulysses Kanger. Takes the hit. Salak Kopko is going to get the foul. And Kanger will have the opportunity for the natural 3-point play.
Kopko with his second foul of the game.
4:33 to go in the third quarter, 56-37. Make it 56-38 as Kanger hits the free throw. He now has 7 points. See the replay there as he takes the smack on the arm from Salak Kopko. Some full court pressure here for the Broncos. The Bulldogs handle it easily. Luke O'Connell buries a 3 easily from that right side wing. Turns to the crowd and gives a little what's up to his uncle, who's sitting front row across the way. 59-38. 3-pointer on the way from Durham, no good. Ball gets batted around. It comes back to Durham. He puts it on the ground, and Shakir is going to get called for a reach. It'll be his second foul.
Quickly, 4 fouls on Bedford this quarter.
Next one will put them in the bonus. We're not quite halfway through this third quarter. Bulldogs with a 21-point lead here. They've stretched it out from a halftime lead of only 13. Durham, corner, Betancourt, probes along the baseline. He'll take the space that he's given. Tried to pass it off to Durham, and it bounces right back to him. Now they find Hall. Good defense by Elsmore, and Hall misses the mid-range baby hook. Elsmore takes it strong. He's going to get called for the offensive foul. Hall gets in the way. I'm not sure he had established position, but the official felt Elsmore was out of control, and he'll pick up his second. Mr. Official Carter, what do you think of that call? Be nice, be nice.
He was there. He had set himself.
Of course you would say that.
No, you got to look at it. Watch the defense. The
I'd like to
defensive player.
see the replay.
Well, we can look at that, but
whoa, big old carry right there. Yeah, let's take a look at that when we get a chance. Hall, top of the key. Ofori down low. Durham tries to get some room. He turns it over.
Oh, that should have been.
O'Connell gets whacked. Logan O'Connell challenges Hall off the glass. It's good. Logan O'Connell with 15. Luke O'Connell has 14 and Shakir with 12. Matches O'Rourke's 12 from the first half. Kanger again, same move across the lane, finishes lefty. He's got 9. It's a shame he missed most of that first half with foul trouble here. O'Connell challenges right down the middle. He has 17, and that's going to elicit a timeout from Coach Bonnie Lyle. 63-40 is your score. The Bulldogs up 23 as you see Logan O'Connell on the replay high up off the glass. Andrew, can we see that offensive foul that was called on Elsmore? I want to see it. Let's see how we go. Okay,
here we go.
Along the baseline.
Right
okay.
there.
Okay.
He was there.
Yeah, you. Absolutely.
The
Paul was there. He had settled his feet. He was in the restricted area. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That doesn't exist here in high school basketball.
Not in high school ball. But again, you got to watch the defense. The offensive player has to make the motion not to cause the contact. All right, I'll let you stew over that one just a little bit.
I'm stewing over that quite a bit because the offensive players almost always initiate contact because they're trying to get the foul called.
Correct. But that's the difference between an offensive and a defensive foul. The offensive player has to recognize that that defensive player is there. So if he causes the contact, once he's set, that tells you right there, offensive or defensive.
Fair enough.
26 years of officiating.
Yeah.
All right.
That's still not clear in a lot of officials' minds, I'll tell you that right away.
Well, but that's why it's the most talked about call.
It sure is.
The offensive foul.
A 23-point lead here for the Bulldogs after that timeout by the Broncos, 63-40. The Bulldogs come out with man-to-man three-quarter court pressure as Betancourt gets it over the timeline.
And we know officials do watch the re-airs of the games here at Bedford. So
that's great. We appreciate them tuning in and watching the replays. We are as gentle as possible. We know they put a lot of time and effort in training and get out here to help make high school sports possible. So thank you very much. Logan O'Connell, after a great defensive play by the Bulldogs, he'll settle. All the way across the court, can't make the pass to Pickett. It's stolen. Betancourt ahead.
Oh, he bumped
finishes
him.
Lefty.
Yeah.
He gets bumped from behind by Shakir. That's his third foul. Betancourt has 14, and he'll go to the line for the possible three-point play. Yeah, tough one there. Just clearly got him from behind. Bumped him as he was taking off. Betancourt, nice body control in the air. Finishes Lefty and goes to the line. Free throw is on the way and good.
Down to 15. A 20-point lead.
15 points there for Betancourt, and O'Connell answers quickly. Little scoop with the right off the glass. He's got 19. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Kanger again driving hard. He's found some success taking it to the hole. He has 11. Ellsmore gets whacked from behind. Betancourt will pick up the foul there.
That'll be his second. Only, once they call it, it's the first foul of the quarter for the Broncos.
Pickett gets the inbound pass into the backcourt. Lefty one-hand push to O'Connell. Ellsmore finds Pickett in the corner. He'll dribble out of trouble. As the double team was coming, O'Rourke cuts down the lane. He finishes righty off the glass. 14 now for O'Rourke.
His first basket of the second half. Back up to 22, the lead.
Betancourt finds Kanger. Straightaway three. Off to the right and strong. Shakir comes down with the rebound. 67-45, the Bulldogs ahead 22. Ellsmore dishes to the corner. Pickett three, too strong. Hall comes away with the defensive pull.
I don't know, from 3 feet, I would have taken that shot there.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 22-point lead for the Bulldogs. Durham looks down low. Hall gets double teamed, didn't have the ball. O'Rourke's gonna get a foul. Kanger finishes through heavy contact. He is the offensive spark they have needed here in this second half to try to keep them somewhat close.
And that will be number 2 on Ryan O'Rourke. And that will get him to have a break here.
11 points so far here in the third quarter for Kanger. Coach Moreno needs to find a different defensive matchup on him as he has gone to the hoop. Strong lefty and righty. Gotten to the line twice now. This is his second attempt at a three-point play. Camden St. Clair will check in for Amri Ofori for the Broncos. 41.9 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And the free throw from Kanger is on the way and too strong. Tapped out of the way. Pickett comes away with the loose ball. Back up top, Luke O'Connell. In the corner, Logan O'Connell. Three on the way. Good. He has found his stroke. 22 on the night for Logan O'Connell. Has struggled shooting, at least we saw in the Goffstown game. Not struggling nearly as much here tonight. 22 points for the senior. Hall Gets it batted as he was attempting a pass cross court. Logan O'Connell falls awkwardly along the baseline. 3 on the way for St. Clair, can't get it to go. Durham comes away with the offensive board, puts it back. He now has 3 points. Half court at the buzzer, off the glass, but too strong. We'll end the third quarter 70-49. The Bulldogs ahead by 21. Bill, as we look at some of the replays here from the third quarter, what are your thoughts on that action after halftime?
Well, as I said, going into the third quarter, they need to put the effort in they did in the first quarter, and that's what they did. And they went from a 13-point lead to a 21-point lead going. So that's what they need to do. That's going to allow them to play better their game a lot easier because of having a lead like they have.
Grace Wolf, senior girls basketball player, any thoughts from you on that third quarter action?
Yeah, the Dogs were able to make a big take a big stretch in that quarter and get a good lead. Logan O'Connell especially had a ton of points and hit a lot of his threes. I think they can limit their fouls here in this next quarter because that could hurt them if they keep on fouling, but yeah.
As you mentioned, Logan O'Connell went off in that third quarter. 22 points total. He had 14 of them there in that third quarter. Ulysses Kanger for the Broncos did a nice job of trying to keep them in it. He had 11 third quarter points for Alvirne. It's a 21-point lead for the Bulldogs. 8 minutes back on the board. We are ready for the final stanza. We do also want to make sure that we thank our underwriters. BCTV and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. We are underway here in the fourth. Kanger with a nice cut through the lane, too strong off the glass. Coming away with it, Luke O'Connell on the defensive board. Landon Elsmore will direct things from up top. Drops it down, little pocket pass for Salak Kopko. Up top, Ali Shakir. Little pass inside for Luke O'Connell. He buries the foul line jumper. 16 for Luke O'Connell, the sophomore. 72-49. Hall takes it strong to the hoop. He gets whacked on the way. He'll go to the line for 2. He takes a minute to get up. And Salak Kopko will get his third foul. Somewhat quiet third quarter for Hall. He had 10 first half points, just 2 there in the third quarter. He's back to the line.
Hey, Corey, we got some upcoming broadcasts coming up. If you like what you're listening, listen tomorrow at 4 p.m. as the girls will take on the Wachusett Mountaineers. Next boys action, February 20th at 7 p.m. as they take on the Lancers of Londonderry.
2 weeks from today, that's a 7 p.m. start on that Friday the 20th. Bill, do you know anybody that's going to be doing that Wachusett game tomorrow?
I believe Harry and I have that game tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to be doing it. That's fantastic.
Well, you know.
What do you mean, well?
We're trying to keep up with Title IX, right? You know, this.
I guess.
No, unfortunately, it sounds like the main player is on the slopes.
Oh, who's that? Shakir with a little turnaround jumper from the foul line. 14 now for the senior guard.
So they're bringing the B team in to cover.
I do have a weekend commitment nearly every weekend in the winter.
Oh, yes, well.
Durham now takes it strong lefty, gets it up, off the rim, no good. Luke O'Connell comes away with a defensive board. Push pass, Elsmore finishes in traffic. Elsmore with 6. 76-49, 27-point lead for the Bulldogs. And they're stretching it out. The Bulldogs cheering section over to the right. The students are excited to see Carter Stewart up off the bench.
Looks like it's sweatshirt night for the Bulldog section there.
Quick correction, it's grout fit night as they are decked all in their gray sweats.
Yep. And also, Corey, this is Teacher Appreciation Night here for the Bedford teachers. Well, was that not called? Man, the only thing he's missing is a few pieces of change.
Wow, that is Bill Carter being critical of the officials. I said nothing that time as the Broncos miss a 3 from the near side corner.
All the hate mails coming my way.
Ellsmore with a nice little crossover dribble.
Yep, he traveled.
O'Connell gets called for the stutter step. Solid. Kopko did get whacked down there as we see the replay here 2 times. Wow, front and back, and he kind of looks up in awe and says, what the heck, no call?
Hey, also, Corey, if you want to watch a little bit of hockey, the girls hockey take on the Crimson Tide Wednesday the 11th at 7:30. Boys hockey against the Exeter Bluehawks Thursday the 19th at 6:30.
Harry Kozlowski will likely be bringing you the action of those 2 hockey games. Massive hockey fan is our beloved friend Harry, helping with the radio broadcast this evening. 2 steps there from Hall, can't get it to go. A defensive board for Luke O'Connell. Lefty pass there hits 2 defenders. Betancourt, transition, gets it off the glass, can't get it to go, and now we're going to get a loose ball foul.
Yeah, look, it's going to be on Ellsmore.
76-49 with 4:52 remaining in this game. Ellsmore does pick up his 3rd. And wow, they call that a shooting foul? What is Durham doing?
Well,
now Coach Bonnie Lyles is going to get some of his substitutes into the game as Carson Mills, the senior, will see his first action of the game. Garrett Hall will take a seat.
actually, no. It is a out-of-bounds possession.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a shooting foul.
He already called that right there. It was going to be on the floor.
And we're going to see Coach Moreno empty his bench as well. Ellsmore takes a seat. Luke O'Connell will take a seat. Shakir also on the bench as we see the first action for Parker Beauchemin. Frankie O'Donnell back in, as well as Carter Stewart for the Bulldogs. All the way in the corner for Ofori. 4:40 to go here in the game. Stewart getting out, puts some pressure on. Ofori, nice job getting away from it. Gets a little floater in the lane for his first bucket of the game. 4.5 to go in this game. 76-51, a 25-point lead for the Bulldogs as they have bounced back. 2 losses in a row. Coach Moreno wanted to change the dynamic, and he has done so as Logan O'Connell gets a floater in the lane. 24 for him. Here's Adam Wabowo, another senior who has checked in for the Broncos. Ofori, near side corner. Crossover dribble through the legs. Nearly loses it, but regains control. Here's Durham, left wing.
Nope, yep, got the knee in there.
Solid Kopko, a little bit of a tongue twister there. He'll pick up his 4th foul. And now head to the bench as Ben Witten will check in. The Bulldogs check into a quick 2-3 zone as the Broncos will inbound from under the basket. 3:51 to go, and Coach Bonnie Lyles will take a timeout. 78-51. The Bulldogs lead the Broncos by 27.
Totally different game when you're up double digits versus trying to catch up when you're down by double digits.
See some replays there. Again, we'll go over some of the next broadcasts coming up tomorrow. The girls basketball team will take on the Wachusett Mountaineers. We'll bring you that broadcast at 4 p.m. for tip-off. Chronological order, Bill. Just, you know, it might help the viewers out there. Girls ice hockey will take on the Concord Crimson Tide next Wednesday, the 11th at 7:30. That's puck drop. And then on the 19th, following Thursday, the boys ice hockey squad will take on the Exeter Bluehawks. That's Thursday, the 19th at 6:30 p.m. Followed by the boys basketball team. This squad 2 weeks from now will take on the Londonderry Lancers. That Friday night, the 20th at 7 p.m. We'll bring you all that sports action here on BC TV, channels 8 and 1072 HD. Radio broadcasts as well, 105.1 WBNH. Please tune in and listen
And
to all
always,
this Bedford High School sports action.
And always on the BCTV app if you cannot be near a TV. So.
Absolutely. You could get all your replays there. A lot of on-demand access in the app. Team at BCTV have done a great job of getting that available, so you have it at your fingertips. Get it on iOS or Android. The BCTV app is available in your app store. We got some weird stuff going on the far side there. I don't know what the heck. We're getting balls flying out of bounds, tipping off of feet and ankles and toes, and who knows. Under 4 minutes to go in this game.
Dangling and tangling.
Fiddles and diddles, as Johnny Most would say.
Oh, there we go.
O'Forey takes it strong. Nice finish there in traffic. He has 4. Yeah, Johnny Most, man. Phenomenal. Former Boston Celtics commentator Carter Stewart from the corner. Buries the 3. And the student section is out of their minds. They're loving it. His first bucket of the game. O'Donnell comes away with a steal. He's out on the break, leads the 3-on-2, dishes it down for Beauchemin. He gets in trouble in the air and turns it over. Now he's going to go with the double team. Along the sideline, off of the hands of Gavin Baviello. It will be Bulldogs ball. Under 3 minutes to go. It's turned into somewhat of a carnival. 81-53. 28-point lead for the Bulldogs. Wow, getting whacked on the arm is Witten, no call. Little baseline jumper there. Beauchemin is into the scorebook. He's got his first bucket of the evening. And he pushes it out to a 30-point lead. And another turnover here by the Broncos. While we do have a pause in action, we do want to say thank you. We appreciate the BCTV crew. Bill Jennings on camera. Andrew Fenn back in the studio helping with the production of tonight's broadcast as well as our replays. Tyler Pickett takes it to the hole, gets knocked out of bounds. Harry Kozlowski helping with the radio production tonight. Taking the night off. He's resting his vocal cords to make sure he's in top condition for tomorrow's girls basketball game. Grace Wolf joining us here courtside too. Grace, we appreciate you joining us.
Yes, of course.
Frankie O'Donnell up top. Of course, Bill Carter providing color. And a three-pointer buried by Parker Beauchemin, the junior, showing some range on the young man. He can throw touchdowns. He can bury three-pointers. 2 minutes to go in this game. O'Forey. Cross-court pass. Finds a teammate. That was Baviello, and now Mills. Dribbles baseline. His pass into the middle gets tipped. O'Donnell comes away with it. He takes it hard. Dishes back into the middle. Witten can't get it to go. Trying for the tap. That was Theo Chartier. Can't get it to go as the bench was excited about his potential first bucket of the evening. 33-point lead, 86-53 as we approach the final minute. Beauchemin comes away with the defensive board. Quick scoring recap on the Bulldogs side. 24 for Logan O'Connell. He leads all scorers tonight. 16 for Luke O'Connell. 14 for Ali Shakir as well as Ryan O'Rourke. Offensive board for Beauchemin, short on the putback. Those are your leading scorers for the Bulldogs. On the other side, the Broncos were led by Alex Betancourt. He has 15 tonight. Ulysses Kanger, 13. Garrett Hall with 12. We're going to get a travel there as too many steps were taken by Carson Mills. So overall, Bill, the Bulldogs came out with urgency. They had dropped 2 in a row. They didn't like that feeling of losing. They came out with defensive intensity, tried to get after it in transition, and they come away with a 30-point victory.
They need to show this. This is getting towards the end of the season, getting ready for playoffs.
O'Forey takes it strong in transition. He'll get whacked on the way to the hoop.
And that'll be Witten.
Witten will get called for the foul. His first of the evening. O'Forey will go to the line for 2.
You need to show these teams that are lower in the standings to say that you're going to be the team to beat. Want a repeat championship here?
Forey's first is good. Bulldogs have 4 regular season games remaining after tonight. They'll travel to Keene on the 10th and then travel to Salem on the 17th as Ofori misses the second. They'll have that home game on the 20th. We will bring you that one from Bedford High School Gymnasium, and then they'll finish up the season on the 24th, traveling to Spalding. O'Donnell will bring it over half court and dribble it out. 3-2-1. That's the ball game. The Bulldogs, again, bounce back. 32-point victory here tonight. Final score, 86-54. Bill Carter, any closing thoughts?
It was great to work with both of you this evening. Hope you have a nice time on the slopes tomorrow. And Grace, I think we'll see you on the court tomorrow, won't we?
Yes, you will.
Grace, good luck tomorrow. Any closing thoughts here from tonight's game as the Bulldogs take home victory, 32 points?
Yeah, the Dogs got up a lot in the first quarter, which Alvirne was not able to catch up to. Overall, the Dogs shot very well, and I think that's what got them this win.
High shooting percentage, we don't have it right off the top of our heads, but let's just guess 86% from the floor. I'm just kidding, that's not an actual stat. They do shoot well, they come out with a victory, and they'll be happy moving into next week's final push in this regular season. For Bill Carter, for Grace Wolf, my name's Corey Munster-Tiger. We appreciate the BCTV crew and WBNH team bringing you tonight's broadcast. That'll wrap it up. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you next time.